The largest Bialetti Moka pot. Interested in the Bialetti Moka Express, or Makineta as it is sometimes called? If you've never heard of the Moka pot but have heard of Makineta, then congrats! You have heard of the Moka pot. Here are a few things you need to know about it. But first, let me give some credit to ElijahCoffee.com, who are hosting this broadcast. The team at ElijahCoffee.com is preparing a lot of great content for those of you who love coffee, so stay tuned. Here are a few things you need to know about the Bialetti Moka Express large 12-cup stovetop espresso maker. Listen, a 12-cup moka pot might seem like overkill, but it's really not. At least not if you're a coffee aficionado. This is the largest Bialetti Moka pot on the market right now. Knowing Bialetti, a company which has made it their business to put some of the best classic espresso makers on the market for over 80 years now, it might not stay the largest for long. But as of right now, it is. And it's easily worth every penny you'll have to shell out for it. As with most kitchen tools, you have to know a few things about the Bialetti Moka pot. But when you break it in and learn how to use it the correct way, it will yield you some of the best coffee you've ever tasted. Let's talk about the upsides of the Bialetti Moka pot. This is a sturdy, high-quality moka pot from a brand that knows what it's doing. If the grind and blend are chosen right, we'll talk more about that later, the result is a smooth and rich drink the moka pot is famous for. The size might seem like an overreach, but it lets you regulate exactly how much coffee you want to brew, which is a lot easier than just brewing 1 cup at a time as you often have to with classic moka pots, especially when you have guests. Now, there is a downside to the Bialetti Moka pot. It sometimes does give your coffee a distinct metallic taste, at least if you're sensitive to it. Many aren't, unless you break it in first. Here are a few more things to know about the Bialetti Moka pot. The first 2 to 3 batches aren't for drinking. This is an aluminum moka pot, which means you'll need to season it first. That means you have to brew 2 to 3 batches to get rid of that distinctly metallic taste coffee brewed in an aluminum moka pot sometimes has. Remember to rinse the moka pot after, but do not wash it with soap so that the coffee oils season the aluminum surface. The third batch is for tasting. Pay careful attention to the taste. It might be fine after the second brewing, but it might still have a little metallic taste. But don't be discouraged by this. Just let your moka pot sit overnight so that the coffee oils do their job, and try brewing a new batch the next day. The more batches you brew, the better it will taste, as long as you clean the moka pot the right way. Remember, we want the coffee oils to get rid of the metallic taste, but we don't want coffee to taste burnt, which will happen if the moka pot isn't cleaned every once in a while. Now let me explain to you how to brew coffee the right way. The Bialetti Moka pot is known for the distinctly rich and full, but not exceedingly bitter, espresso it brews. But to get full advantage of it, you need to choose the right grind and brew it the right way. While selecting the grind for the Bialetti Moka pot, stick to the medium fine grinds. It shouldn't be so fine that it gets through the filter, but fine is still preferable to medium or coarse. Medium grind coffee can work for the moka pot, but the taste will not be as rich and full, though some, which like to replicate the taste of drip coffee, say that medium works better for them. When it comes to the roast, it's traditional to use either medium or dark roasts for the signature strong full-bodied drink the moka pot is famous for, but it's pretty individual really. A lighter roast works perfectly fine for those who prefer it. And last but not least, do not hurry while brewing coffee in the moka pot. You need to keep it over medium or even medium-low heat. If you have a gas stove, then remember the flame shouldn't come up to the sides of the moka pot. Why is it made of aluminum if it ruins the taste? Aluminum is a popular material for stovetop coffee makers due to its ability to conduct heat. While this does result in the need to break the moka pot in first, though frankly speaking, that too can be individual. Some claim that there's no metallic taste even with the first batch, not to mention the second or third. The even heating the aluminum body allows is what yields the full-bodied coffee drink we expect from the moka pot. If your palate is sensitive enough that even seasoning the moka pot doesn't get rid of the metallic taste, then you might want to forego the Bialetti and search for a stainless steel alternative. Otherwise, you should give this moka pot a try. Thank you all for being with us. You can find much more information at elijahcoffee.com. A lot of new content is on the way for those of you who love coffee, so stay tuned.